Oh, let me plug up this microphone. Okay. Everything I say is alleged, okay? I could be on point, I could be off a little bit, I could be picking up rumors or even public perception. So like I said, this is an update, so there are a lot of videos on here for the Idaho 4, including ones for Brian Koberger. I'm not sure the last time I did a video for this, probably last year, early. But I guess we're gonna jump right into it. So let me get in and start shuffling. Now I was one of the very few that said there was some craziness going on in the game and things weren't what they seemed. And so I'm seeing some more people kind of get on the same wavelength, and I'm glad that people are starting to see, the so-called truth. Um, so let's jump into it. Show me the energy of Brian Koberger. The current general energy of Brian Koberger, please and thank you. Current general energy of Brian Koberger. Okay, I haven't kept up with the case really, you guys, since my last reading. And even before then, I would just kind of go in and out of paying attention. Okay, so on the surface, I feel like, obviously, stating the obvious, obviously his attorneys or whatnot are working hard to, find whatever they can. I am still getting the energy of wanting to, have a dismissal possibly or whatnot. I'm not sure where we are in the case. I'm gonna have to look it up after this. I kind of like to go in with, not very much information. Um, I'm seeing like it's not enough finances for something in particular here, but let me go ahead and clarify and start figuring out what this all is. Okay. So in the comments, if you're watching this, please let me know if the case actually started. Because I know they were just filing paperwork and getting evidence and all of that in order previously. So I don't know if it actually started. Show me this here. So I feel like he's feeling pretty confident. Obviously, there is this undertone of fear because, this is his life. And you never really know which way it can go, regardless of how well your representation does at presenting evidence otherwise. Show me this here. So basically, I'm be asking some of the same questions, obviously, as previous videos and seeing if it's still consistent or whatnot. And even like new details of how everybody is feeling and what's going on behind the scenes. I feel like there is a lot of information that he will be presenting or they will be presenting that nobody has any idea about. Feels like bombshell energy. And I take this Queen of Wands. I'm not going to say that yet. We'll get there. Give me one more for that moon. Oh, yeah. I feel like he's feeling really optimistic. So, again, I haven't kept up with the case, but y'all let me know in the comments. And, of course, again, I'm going to do my own research after the fact. But it feels like, based off of the information that he has and the innocence that he's claiming, that he feels pretty optimistic. And I'm seeing a celebration. So, show me this here. Because I'm seeing things working in his favor. Whether he's guilty or not, I see things working in his favor. It seems to me that in whole or in part, in some way, shape, or form, that he is satisfied with the representation he's getting. Tell me about that here. So I'm seeing him anxious to get back to his his life or whatnot. I want to clarify this one more time before we move on. So this is just his current general energy, y'all. I'm seeing cooperation here in terms of getting more finances to, work his case. And I'm seeing them calling like witnesses, trying to, I guess, subpoena, maybe the roommates or whatever, or get other people that he feels can give him a leg up in this situation to call to the stand. All right. He feels like he will be vindicated. He feels like very frustrated that people are so gullible, and this is his perception. This is how it's coming up. Um, okay, so that's the main thing I'm getting for his current general energy. Now, we're going to go straight into it. Again, everything I say is alleged. Is Brian Koberger guilty of the allegations against him when it comes to the Idaho 4? Is Brian Koberger guilty? Yes or no? Please and thank you. Clarity. Is Brian Koberger guilty of unaliving the Idaho 4? Okay, let me clarify this really quickly. Anything else at all? Okay, so the energy I'm getting is that he is alleged. It's so interesting because we do have 7 of Swords when I finished just now, and we do have this Ace of Swords here. These are polar opposites. But what is showing me here is that he is feeling and claiming, the energy I'm mainly picking up on is that this is a betrayal, okay? He is coming off as confused. He is coming off as, again, feeling like he's being set up. And I'm not sure if he said those words in a nutshell or in whole, but that's the energy I'm getting, like, So let's see. He feels like the police are setting him up, allegedly. Again, it's this energy of him feeling like this will be over soon. So let's clarify this again. I'm getting like he's in fear of retaliation from those that's trying to put him behind bars and otherwise. Okay, so he may have his own theories, although he's claiming to have no idea about any of this. He has his own theories about the police not wanting to admit that they wrong, and or this having to do with money and influence. So let's get this up. Regardless of who the perpetrator or perpetrators are, show me their current energy. Show me the energy of the true perpetrators, whether they be Brian or not. Show me the energy. Show me their current energy, their current actions, their current whereabouts. Show me who is responsible for the unaliving of the Idaho 4. Who is responsible? Did we get a flipper? We got a flipper here. This keeps showing up. Show me who is involved. And I said from the very beginning that there's 3 people involved here, at least. Show me the energy. Okay. It's very interesting. There's a lot of information and details that they don't want out, and I'm not saying that they aren't out, because we have a lot of people looking into the case, getting lots of details, and a couple of channels that I used to watch when I was really into this case was Harsh, and what is the name of the other channel? I'm sorry. It is, I know the host name is Lana. I can't think of it right now, but I know that they have put out a lot of details, specifically Lana. But this is how it's coming out. It's showing me multiple people here. And I was going to say that this deck is all feminine energy, but it's not once we get to like these other cards. But we have a lot of feminine energy. I've been saying that from the beginning. And this typically is cooperation. This is tangible. This is physical. And this is keeping, obviously, from the image. You know, an uphill battle, it's defensive, you know. And then we have the Hermit. Again, keeping things low, keeping things out of the news, etc. But interesting enough, this card is like a police image. So let's clarify. Allegedly, everything I say is alleged. But again, it could just be saying it's a cover-up, right? But let's clarify. Now, when I first did this, in the very beginning, I picked up Brian Koberger's energy, right? But I also picked up that energy of other people. Now, I'm not saying who's guilty or not guilty for what I'm saying right now, but I find it interesting that a lot of people are celebrating picking up Brian Koberger's energy. He is a part of the whole situation, right? But they are not picking up that this is BS. I find that very interesting because it's very clear, very clear. And based off of me doing those readings prior to all of this stuff coming out, where it's creating doubt and some people in the public is creating doubt, and how the police have handled it, I have nailed every detail. And so I am inclined to believe myself over what the police are saying. And that is why we do readings and things as such, or do our own investigating, because whether we trust the police or not, we're going to do our own investigation. That's what we're doing to find out other information. And if it's not adding up, then it's not adding up. So based on the cards that I've been getting previously and now, I'm inclined to believe that I'm right. Okay. So show me the Three of Pentacles. I think we got a flipper somewhere. Maybe not. Okay, maybe we didn't. Okay. Okay. So I feel like they filed for some okay. See, that's what I'm saying. This is one of them. Could be a fire sign. I personally see this person as Dylan. She's been a main character coming out in all the readings in the past. And the Empress. So we also have this Page of Swords here, which could just be communication, right? But this is, I'm taking as one of them. Let's see. Tell me about this. If Brian Koberger is involved in any capacity besides the allegations, he did not do this alone. Okay? The people that I am seeing, they are laying low waiting for this to be over. Give me one more for that. Okay. Particularly one person that's showing up here is regretful and afraid that this will come out. Like, even though things seem to be going in their favor, they are still afraid that something could turn the trajectory of this case and where people are looking, okay? Let's get some more here. I feel like, allegedly, other people that are involved right now are at odds with each other. Somebody is afraid that someone is going to turn on them. See, somebody is at odds, like even if it's not somebody that's involved, somebody here in the know is at a crossroads on whether or not to speak. They are in indecision about being honest or not. It's like, for example, if you feel like you got a booger in your nose or something you got done or new shoes or whatever, but the perception of everybody sees you, you know what I mean? Like you got it across your face, like I did something terrible. You know what I mean? It's like being paranoid. Let's see. Let's get some more. Allegedly. Okay. Let's just go back to the beginning for a second. We did this before, so this will make our third time at least starting over. What happened that led to the unaliving of the 4 students in the Idaho 4 case? What happened? Why did this happen? Who was involved? How did it go down? What happened on the night that the Idaho 4 students were unalive? What happened? Tell me more. What happened? Anything else? What happened? Okay, so again, this was overkill, obviously. This is backstabbing. Okay, let's see. I still feel like something was recorded or is something there. Now, again, this could be ring doorbell or whatever the case is. But I keep feeling like there is some other evidence. And again, I feel like this is signaling the length of time that it allegedly took. Again, we could just be all off based off of the information or misinformation that we received in the beginning. This could have happened at a different time than we're aware of. And maybe it didn't take a long time to call the police. We really don't know. We really don't know. But I feel like this is alluding to the length of time that it took to report this, okay? And I'm also feel like somebody is waiting in the house. Somebody's already in the house, as far as I can tell. Let's get into it. Let's clarify. I don't remember what I said originally, but hopefully things will come back to me as we go. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't remember anything, but I don't remember everything. Waiting, I'm telling you, somebody was already waiting. I feel like they were waiting in the house. They were already in the house. Now, if you are somewhat familiar with tarot, then you know that somebody's very aware of the place. The high priestess is somebody that knows something. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow, meticulous energy. The Three of Wands, we know, is waiting for something, okay? Bruh. I said they're in the house already, and I'm taking this as how because of stability, that four, right? What was this? Ten of Swords here, okay? And we have this Queen of Wands that I say keep coming up. This Four of Wands is two females, bestie energy. Snoozy, snoozy. Sorry, you guys. Bestie energy. But again, Four Wands is foundations. So that's the main thing I'm hitting on here. Somebody's waiting in the house. Again, that Queen of Wands. Tell me about this here. Okay. So this is making me feel like a conversation back and forth. So emotions were high. There was some coldness here. But you see we have the Page of Swords here and we have the Page of Swords here. The first and the last card to come out. So again, this feels like back and forth over a multitude of things, right? Somebody in their feelings, somebody being very cold. So this was some type of disagreement. Let's try to figure out what about. What's this disagreement about? This is confusion as well. Being caught off guard. What's this conversation about? What's this back and forth? Envy. Grief. Forgiveness. Honesty. Changes on top, and guilt. So somebody could have been accusing somebody of something. I don't think previously we went into details about what the whole issue was, other than like basic envy issues. I do remember, I can't remember where it was related exactly or in what capacity, but I kept seeing jealousy in a relationship. So let me clarify this one more again. Let your friends help you when I crack the deck. Let your friends help you. Healing family issues when I crack at that time. Deception when I crack at that time. So maybe some issues had arose previously and there was another interaction with that and, you know, trying to make amends but not really getting anywhere. Okay. We got new love. You deserve love and heart-to-heart conversation. Interesting. This also could be showing the phone calls that I believe it was Maddie who allegedly was calling her ex, Jack, right? I think that was his name. Okay. Let's do this one too. Tell me more. Now, this was only for this part of the spread, the last part where the conversation's showing up. Anything else you want to talk about with the conversation? We got move in a new direction. So again, I do feel like this has something to do with some type of romance or not wanting to be friends. So a relationship, whether it's friends or romantic, I'm seeing somebody wanting to move in a new direction. They really don't want to talk about it no more. They don't want to be bothered with it anymore. Transform and unveil your gifts, shapeshifter, lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. But like we said previously, I believe, is that somebody was upset about, I believe, again, it was Maddie that was moving to a new city or state or whatever. She was doing something different. Somebody was upset about that. Like I said, it's a few different people here. Unleash the wild within. And what's back here? Be brave and honest. Okay, let's get these up. You know, this is feeling like confrontation energy. Okay. When Kaylee, I believe, and Maddie got home, what happened? What did they see? What did they do when Maddie and Kaylee got home? Show me what happened, please and thank you. When Maddie and Kaylee got home, show me what happened. Okay. It's showing me. Okay, so we know how we had the Queen of Wands showing up. Her mate, allegedly, was there. Okay. Then we have the Moon, somebody hiding, and Lovers. So again, that's making me think again of that King of Wands energy. So let's get into it. Or that Queen of Wands that's been showing up previously. Yeah, it just, again, like I said, this waiting energy, this energy of I already know basically what I'm going to do, or I already know that I'm going to be on BS. Hidden intentions here. It keeps showing me like intimacy, though. Keeps showing me like sex or a partner. Why the Lovers? Tell me more for the Lovers. We got, yeah. I still feel like this ex could have something to do about it. I mean, with it. Again, I'm seeing people laying low. I keep getting police energy as well. Let's see. Hold the space wanted to pop out. See beyond the current situation came out. I don't know what that one is yet. Connect with your emotions on top and transform, shapeshifter. Okay, so it keeps seeing things from a higher perspective. Grow within your current situation. It's like, even while again I feel like some elements of this situation were planned, I do feel like some things they weren't prepared for. So if they expected a certain amount of people or a certain time or somebody to react a certain way, I don't feel like it went the way that they assumed it would, and so they had to kind of improvise. But yeah, somebody was watching. Somebody was watching. It's giving me this. So you know how, for example, you want to ask your parents for something, or you did something wrong and you trying to break it to your parents, so to speak. Now, I'm not speaking about this being the story. I'm saying the feeling that you get or the actions you take, how you kind of, your mama in the kitchen or whatever, and you come in kind of pussyfooting around and you like how your day was, or you know what I mean, waiting for the moment to actually talk about what you want to talk about, that type of energy, or your partner, or whatever the case is, knowing what you want to say, but being nervous about it, or, that type of energy is what I'm getting. Okay. But beyond the things that are going on in this situation, it does feel like a energy siphoning event. Like this is intentionally put at the, I mean, obviously it's important and, but it's an energy siphoning situation. It feels like converting energy. And it feels like that's what that town does in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know what type of religion everybody is into there, or what type of hidden religion people are going through or doing there. But it seems like something that is normal for this town. The town's biggest secret, like magic or, sacrifices. That's the type of energy is doing, it feels like to me, allegedly. So show me, allegedly, Dylan Mortensen's energy the night of the unaliving of the Idaho 4. What was she doing? What was going on with Dylan Mortensen the night that her roommates were unalived? What did she do? Who did she talk to? What was going on? Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. What else? Four Swords. So chilling. So maybe this, when I see the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes it reminds me of a clock, right? So this could be, it's kind of late. I'm just chilling, relaxing. Could even be pampering myself, low key, just chilling, right? Let's see what else. Okay, then we have the Ten of Swords. Again, we have the Three of Pentacles that keeps popping out. And then this is somebody, so much like the Three of Wands, I take the Two of Wands as planning for the future or waiting, but this is somebody kind of looking out for towards a car, or they could be in a car or something. But this is like somebody watching. It feels like somebody watching from a door or a balcony to me. That's how it's coming off. Okay, there could be some confusion. Maybe things were taking longer than she expected. But this is how I'm saying, just how I'm seeing it. So let's clarify and see what this is. Everything I say is alleged. So she could have just been waiting for her friends to get home. Like, maybe she's seen them early in the night and expected them to be home. Like they said they was going to be there soon. Like, where these girls at? Or whatever. So I'm just saying. All right. So why the Wheel of Fortune for what Dylan Mortensen was doing the night of the unaliving of Idaho 4 roommates? Seven of Wands. Three of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. So, I don't feel like this is her. I don't know if anybody said this or anything, but I don't feel like it's necessarily like, oh, I worked delayed or I was working on something necessarily. But this is, I don't know. Let me keep going before. Why the Four of Swords? I feel like she was with somebody, and it could just be the other roommate, but I'm pretty sure I heard people say that the other roommate wasn't there. But some people doubt that story. Let me know in the comments, y'all. See, that's what I said. I feel like this is her, this energy here. Now, this is making me feel, now the Empress is showing up here. I feel like this could be like drugs with the Devil here, this Ten of Pentacles, the Empress, the Magician. I feel like something having to do with drugs. Look, again, I feel like her dude was there, okay, or came at some point in time. Look, why we got the Emperor and the Empress basically in the same spot from the front and the back. I feel like somebody else was there. Can I have one more for that Three of Pentacles? besides the roommate, but I could be wrong. Okay. Um, I do see an element of hearing things go on and ignoring it. And again, it could be based off of her alleged story of I was just having, hanging out in my room and I did hear some noises getting on my nerves and she opened the door, yada yada yada. Sure. That could be what it is, but I don't really feel. Let me do these. Now, I'm not saying that she is guilty or not, but because she was there, I'm definitely going to look at it. Like, I don't know. You know. Denial. Regret. Okay. Humor, service, and worry. So, um, again, this could be speaking to her feeling regretful for not paying more attention or stopping whatever she was doing to investigate further. And this could also be worry of being discovered because worry is coming up under this energy. I didn't mean to grab that. Did I? Is that what this? Anyway. So the initial card is this cooperation, other people hanging out. Could have been working on a project or something. Again, I feel like this is her, but this is also taking action on something. And this is truth and clarity. And then we have worry. Okay. Okay, let's get these up. I wonder if somebody got sick. I feel like somebody got sick. Um, is Dylan Mortensen allegedly involved in what happened to her roommates the night the Idaho 4 students were unalive? Does Dylan Mortensen have anything to do with it allegedly? Yes or no? Ten of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So, when I see the Five of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Devil, whatnot, I would say no. I would say no, right? But we're going to clarify and see what else it is. Let's go ahead and clarify. I always have to see beneath the surface. Ten of Swords are representative of endings, overkill, betrayal. And again, we see deadline here. And I keep making note of the clock energy. So, let's see. What is Ten of Swords? Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. A lot of Page of Pentacles. What are Eight of Pentacles? It is coming off as oblivious. It's coming off as oblivious and protecting oneself. But And I'm not trying to make her guilty or anything, but it feels off. But also with this energy here, I am seeing that obviously it was a issue going on. With this peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. We also have this energy of hunter, track down your fears and desires. But we also, then on the other hand, we have this dream and journey, like being, and again, I keep getting this a compass, but still. So let's get into it. I'm going to ask one last question for Dylan, then we'll move on. Show me Dylan's honest, genuine thoughts and feelings towards her roommates that night. Show me Dylan's honest, genuine thoughts and feelings towards her roommates. Thoughts, feelings, actions towards her roommates. The night of the unaliving of the Idaho 4 students, her roommates. How does she feel about them that night? We got the Chariot. We have the Moon. Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Okay. Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Two of Cups. See, I'm telling. Okay, so at the head of the energy is the Five of Swords, Hierophant. This energy is, and look at it. I don't know if they were upset with just the. I'm so confused, y'all. I don't think I'm confused. I think I am trying to be too logical here. So again, everything on the surface is decent. I keep feeling like she with her dude or with somebody, and I'm seeing intimacy. Okay, it could just be showing me the nature of a particular relationship. But on the surface, everything is chill, everything is happy. So let's get into it. But it feels overly happy. I do see again somebody is in their feelings. And then we have this energy behind, the yeah. So anyway, let is get into it. Okay. Show us that Chariot. We got the Emperor. The Nine of Wands. So again, I'm seeing some man, or this could even be the police. It could allegedly be Brian, right? I feel like somebody's trying to like hide their vehicle, or they're watching from a vehicle, or they're waiting for somebody to come. But again, it's supposed to be the energy towards a friend. So I'm seeing this guarded energy against somebody that could be represented of, what's the word? Controlling. But what else do I see in my hand? The Empress, the counterpart. Okay? A lot of Moon. Again, I'm feeling like waiting for, also, there's something with drugs here. There's something with bondage. There's something with timing. Like, I need to get something done, okay? A lot of Queen of Pentacles, a lot of Queen. We have Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So there is some energy of having something planned. This is planning something. This is multiple people again. Why the Ten of Cups? What is the Ten of Cups here? Okay, again we have this shady energy ending off with the Hangman. And then we have the Hermit with the King of Cups for the Ten of Cups. So Again, somebody very much hiding their intentions, coming off with a demeanor opposite of their intentions. About the Knight of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles again, and the Death card. Okay. This feels like somebody disassociating with their emotions, trying to ground themselves, trying to get it together. I just feel like it's a lot of connections here. Why the Knight of Wands? Again, this is courage to say something or do something. Somebody working up the courage. Why the Two of Cups? The Nine of Cups. You know, I keep getting this energy of somebody being happy. Yeah. And I keep seeing sexual acts. I believe I picked that up previously. Can't remember in what capacity. Yeah, it's like taunting. I'm getting like this taunting energy. Let's clarify one more time. It's celebrating. It's celebration. So, anything else for Dylan's thoughts and feelings towards her roommates the night that they were unalive? See, humor wanted to come out. Okay, what's this? Surrender. I can release my need to control. Okay. I keep saying there's some element of control here. What else? Anything else? And friendship. Okay. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change the outcome. So this, all right, fudge it. I could be wrong, y'all. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But my gut, and based off of these cards, I feel like she has something to do with it. At the very least, knows more than she is saying. Remember, we were previously getting this energy of somebody working up the strength and the courage to do whatever they had their mind set to here. That is the same energy I'm getting here. Also feeling like it's funny, also taunting. This, let's do this deck too. And then we're going to do Bethany. All right, anything else for how Dylan Mortensen felt, said, or acted towards her friends the night they were unalive? See your seeds grow. And then we have the same energy. You are not alone. Trust in the unknown. And retreat and recharge. So after whatever took place, it was like, I need to snap out of it. Let me see. Okay, so I don't remember Bethany's last name. But show me Bethany actions. One of the surviving roommates of the Idaho 4 tragedy. Show me her actions the night of, please. And thank you, Bethany. Show me Bethany's actions the night that her roommates were unalive. What was she doing? Who was she with? What was going on? Show me Bethany's energy the night of. Again, the Emperor could even be the police, right? This could be somebody in power. It could be an older male. But again, it represents control. So I'm picking up the same energy so far. Six of Pentacles again. Six of Cups. Okay. Five of Pentacles. So let's go ahead and just jump into it and clarify. Now, let's see. Got a moon for Bethany. What is she doing? Saying, acting towards her roommate. Tell me that. The sun went back in. Okay. Page of Wands. So they were working on something in secret. I keep seeing this element of working on something or getting something just right, or it could have been schoolwork. But I see the same energy for both of them. So they both were working on something kind of in secrecy, if you will. Okay, I wonder if she's water. This is what we left off on. Why the Emperor? Why the Emperor? Why the Emperor? We have Five of Swords and the Hierophant. The same energy. So either they are involved hands-on, allegedly, or they could have even been threatened by these figures that seem to be police energy. An older male. Doesn't have to be police. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. I'm getting the same energy. Why the Five of Pentacles? The Empress again. Again, I just feel like somebody's waiting for somebody to come home. That's the main energy I'm getting. Is somebody's waiting for somebody to come home with the Tower. She could be a Cancer. I keep getting that moon energy, this chariot energy, water energy in general. She could be a Cancer. The other one could be a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. But this is the energy that they were in. Stealthy, under the radar, putting a plan in action. Show me Bethany's honest, genuine thoughts, actions, and words towards her roommates the night they were unalive. I feel like she... I feel like I'm getting the story that was given in terms of deciding not to spend the night. Y'all let me know in the comments if we have any idea if it's been stated for certain that she was there or not. Okay. But I feel like she was there. Okay. I keep seeing family and money. I'm seeing phone calls being made. Let's clarify. I'm seeing this energy of trying to reconcile some differences. Loneliness, patience, and death. Freedom, failure, abundance, relationships on top. So the main energy I keep getting, whether they were involved or not, the main energy I'm getting between them is that they were waiting for something. They were waiting for somebody to return. They were waiting. I'm seeing division. Division in the house. Allegedly, is Bethany, one of the surviving roommates of the Idaho Four, involved in any way with their unaliving? Is Bethany involved with the unaliving of her roommates, the Idaho Four, allegedly? We got the Fool, Queen of Wands, Hangman, and the Lovers. I'm gonna have to ask, like, just a second. Let me just finish this real quick. King of Wands again. Three of Pentacles. Oops. Something about the Queen. Yeah, it's the same energy, y'all. I understand. I would say yes, allegedly. What does this lover's energy have to do with this? Why does it keep showing me couples? Why is it showing me sex? What is this energy all about? Why do I keep seeing sex, relationships when I ask about these surviving roommates and the other roommates? Five of Swords. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Like, there was some type of relationship going on. I'm not sure if it was, or at least attraction. Somebody's attracted to somebody. What's the secret here? What's the secret that keeps showing up with this moon energy? What's the secret that someone's afraid of getting out? What's the secret? Drugs, or just codependency, or things you could be ashamed of. Gang energy. It could just be fighting off addictions. Tell me more about the secrets. Somebody rejected somebody. Somebody's waiting for somebody to come around. And I kept getting that energy previously with the Empress. And the Empress is somebody that embodies all energies, and they could be a shapeshifter. I wonder if somebody was going to school to be like an actor or something in the arts, something like that. But somebody that could just, present to you in multiple different ways. I'm also again seeing guarded energy towards this lover energy. Somebody waiting for somebody to come around. Codependency issues, thinking that, oh, we had an issue here, and maybe hopefully this person got over it like they usually do or whatever. Why the devil? Yeah, somebody being rejected. See, look, somebody's like controlling. Again, like we said before, somebody wants to keep somebody locked down to them. This would be rejection traditionally, right? That Four of Cups, somebody being cold, somebody feeling a way about it. Then we end up at the Five of Wands. Somebody did not want to work on a relationship. Again, with the devil. I wonder if somebody's a Capricorn. And that's clarifying that Five of Wands. Talking about that Knight of Pentacles. Somebody wanted commitment. Ooh. Y'all, what in the world? And I'm pretty sure I've said a lot of this before, but I don't know. Even somebody like, yeah, somebody's like not answering phone calls. Like somebody just kind of cut off communication. And I don't know. Ten of Swords for the lovers and the Ten of Pentacles. Why the Three of Wands? Again, y'all. Somebody's waiting for somebody to come home so I can confront you. Two of Swords. Again, Empress with the Two of Cups. take note of intuitive messages anymore. Guess I'll take those. They flipped over. Anything else? Be brave and honest. So we got feel loved and comforted, which will be the Empress again. Ignite your passion. Transform, shapeshifter. Be graceful in movement and action. Choose your path. Hold the space. Stand your ground. So I feel like somebody had it in their mind. They feelings was hurt. They was extremely salty about being rejected, and they was gonna take it into their own hands. Who was it? Who is this relationship? Who are these people? Was being rejected? Who had a torrid love affair, if you will? Like, what was going on? Who is this? Who are these people that was in a relationship? We might find out soon. Unless y'all already know. Let me know in the comments. You know, if it's already speculation around this particular energy. Air energy. Anything else? It's like, you're not going to leave me. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. So, again, it's the Queen of Wands and it's the King of Cups. Give me one more. Again, I feel like this, I remember. Again, like we said with the shapeshifter, I feel like somebody has multiple personalities. Maybe it's been going unchecked and they ignore, the people around them ignore, like you're fine, you're normal, but somebody has multiple personalities. Somebody is easily triggered and maybe they not used to be and told no. Water Tower. Yeah, somebody didn't want somebody moving on, being successful. I don't know, it's crazy. And there go the damn King of Wands up here. This could have even been somebody being jealous or feeling like somebody was messing with their man, their woman, or whatever. Again, crack the deck, they go envy. It's just a lot. Like somebody's moving on with somebody. It's just a lot. Guilt. Indecision. Doubt. Imagination. Regret. Denial. And self-esteem. Like, whoever did this, well, first of all, whoever this relationship is in between, I feel like somebody was reading more into it than it was, or they felt like, again, like everything's going to be okay, like we fought before, you know what I mean? And again, like I said, I feel like somebody has multiple personalities here, like they just snap. But this person that rejected whoever this is really hurt this person's feelings. Also, I feel like whoever else was brought in to, like, after the fact that this was happened, or maybe they were a part of it as well, but I feel like somebody was called after the fact to help with the situation. Now, the person they brought into this situation, they were offered some money. They were offered some type of success. They were offered something to help. Now, since this person did not pay up or hold the end of the bargain, they are afraid that they will be ousted. What's back here? Abundance again. So let's see. Somebody was offered some money or something to further them along in being successful. What else should we know about the Idaho 4? You know what? First off, what was Brian Koberger doing the night that the Idaho 4 students were unalived? Show me Brian Koberger's actions. His not what the news say, not what we think. What was Brian Koberger doing the night that the Idaho 4 students were unalived? There's something flip right back over. Okay. He was working, allegedly, working on something. The same Eight of Pentacles has been showing up for the other two. Then we got the Hangman. So let's go ahead and we got to figure out what working is for him. What does that mean? So first off, why do we have the Page of Wands for what Brian Koberger was doing? We got another flip, Three of Pentacles. So if he was involved, he was not the only one. Why the Ace of Pentacles? But this is him being stressed out about something that he possibly did. He was working with the police. The Ace of Pentacles is the Justice. But let's see what else. Seven of Swords. This is like, to me, it feels like a setup. Especially with the ending with the Hangman there. But it seemed like a setup to me. This is showing apprentice energy with this Page of Wands starting out. Why the Eight of Pentacles? What's work for him? What was he doing? The Devil, the Lovers, the Five of Wands. Wow. Tell me about the Hangman, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups. Anything else? Okay, it's showing me a secret situation with the Queen of Wands. Also, this could just be rejection from this person. Let's get more details. Stand your ground. Trust in higher forces. In this situation, again, I would say this is clarifying the same energy with the Justice, and that will be the higher forces, right? Tell me more about this one. We got let go of the need to be right. And anything else? We got learn from spiritual experiences and warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. This feels like a situation somebody else brought you into and you did not know what you signed up for. Like if you, with your friends, regardless of what age, but typically young, you with your friends and y'all go in the store and they just start snatching shit off the counter or whatever and running. And nobody told you that was going to happen, or somebody pull out a gun and just commence to rob in the store. That's what it feels like. But this seems like a situation where when your boss tells you to do something, or you witness your boss or somebody high authority that you answer to doing something immoral, and then you're like arguing against it, but you really have no choice at this point but to go along with it. Okay, so show me one more time who is involved and the unaliving of the Idaho 4 students. Make it clear, make it plain. Who is involved in the unaliving? Show me their physical attributes, what they do for work. Show me, please and thank you, who was involved with the unaliving of the Idaho 4 students. We have Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. What else? Okay, let's get into it. What a Page of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Wands and Temperance. This feels like the person whose idea was or whatnot. What a Knight of Swords. King of Wands. Tell me more about that Knight of Swords. Seven of Swords. Dude, it feel, I don't know, y'all. Because I'm getting so, like, not only am I getting, like, obviously what happened that night, right? Why it happened, but I'm getting other energy, intention that was brewing and rising over the course of weeks or months or whatnot. Between the Queen and King of Wands, there is deception. There's arguing back and forth. Can I get one more for that Knight of Swords? We have Knight of Pentacles, okay? Tell me about the Two of Swords. What's the crossroads? Ace of Wands. Like I said previously, this is what this reminded me of. When I said that somebody was using their sexual energy to convince somebody to do something, I feel like there were, okay, either it's three, or it's supposed to be three, or it's supposed to be four, okay? However that works out. But somebody did not end up being a part of it. I feel like somebody decided not to do anything, what they agreed to do. And so only one or two people were involved. And maybe they came back later, or whatever the case is. But I feel like somebody changed their mind. I feel like somebody changed their mind. They was going to do something. They changed their mind. And they're afraid to say something because they feel like they are also guilty in a way because they didn't say anything or they were a part of this plan. What are Four of Pentacles? Yeah, one more for that. Okay, yeah. And so, why the Five of Cups? Why the Five of Cups? But then a part of me feels like they was, kind of got over their nerves a little bit and decided to do it because they remembered what they were promised. Broken, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like their promise was fulfilled. So there's a few people involved here. A few people that know about what happened. Okay. What can we see in the near future in terms of the Brian Koberger trial when it comes to the Idaho 4? What can we see happen next surrounding Brian Koberger in this trial, in this case, these allegations? What's next for Brian Koberger? Three of Swords. We got some heartache and pain, betrayal, if you will. Tell me more. Is he going to be betraying somebody? I feel like there's a little nugget of information or he could be betrayed because something could be rejected by the judge. So then I'm seeing, I'm seeing talks about the car again, seeing the vehicle, if it's the vehicle and all of that. Let's clarify that. So what is this? Tell me more. So if there's more paperwork released, y'all, then it will be a lot of hidden information. So like more redacted information. And then there's more conclusions being brought up about the roommates, right? I feel like there is some acknowledgement of Brian saying he knows somebody, or this could even just be, yeah, you know what? I think this is somebody testifying that, yeah, again, they're testifying in person or whatever other way that they would be submitting information, whatever. But I see somebody saying, yeah, that's who I saw and that's the car I saw, whatever the case is. But I do feel like there's some acknowledgement of knowing one another. But let's see. What High Priestess? It isn't looking that great in this particular spread. At least starting off for Brian Koberger. I do see some more so-called positive energy here, in terms of whatever information they're bringing to the table. And we'll do another reading to like kind of look more at what will be presented and what will be said and done in that space. Does Brian Koberger know the surviving roommates? Does Brian Koberger know the surviving roommates? Before any of this happened, was he aware of them? Did they know each other? Did Brian Koberger know? So far I'm getting a yes. Does Brian Koberger know the surviving roommates? Does Brian Koberger know any of the roommates that were unalive that night? Does Brian Koberger know any of the unalive roommates in the Idaho 4 situation? I'm seeing he knows one person in particular. It's a water energy. At least that's how it's presenting. Was something flipped over there? Okay, let's clarify. Okay. By the Wheel of Fortune. Show me that. Huh. Okay, whoever this person is seems to, yeah. Whoever this person is seems to ignore Brian allegedly or not be interested until they needed something. So, right on top of the deck, we have this familiarity. Again, like I said, it feels like somebody's using their feminine energy to get what they want, acting interested. All right. Anything else we need to know about what's to come or what has been in the case of the Idaho 4? Is there anything else we don't know about here that we should be aware of that has or will happen? Show me more, Idaho 4. Yeah, so there's a lot of trickery, a lot of deception, a lot of conflict, and let me clarify. There's a lot wrong with the time frame. A lot of Seven of Swords. A lot of Five of Swords. I feel like a lot of things are going to come out. There's a lot of things that are going to come out. A lot of inconsistencies in terms of law enforcement and evidence. Show me currently how confident Idaho law enforcement is in their case against Brian Koberger. How confident is law enforcement about the case against Brian Koberger? We have the Knight of Wands. This makes me feel like jumping the gun. This makes me feel like holding a lot back. Obviously, that is not uncommon for, the hold back because you don't want to risk the integrity of the case. Okay? They're very defensive, obviously. Okay, I feel like they are fairly confident. I also feel like they are stuck at the same time. Why the Knight of Wands? And why are they? Let's see, look, again. The Moon, Eight of Pentacles. All right, obviously investigation, secrets, keeping things, again, not very uncommon, but it is, again, jumping the gun. I feel like it's a lot of things hidden, a lot of things missed, or a lot of things just dismissed, okay? Why the King of Cups? Why the King of Cups? Again, ignoring things. See, look at this. This is what I'm saying. The Two of Swords. Eyes are closed. Like I said, looking over things. Things just bright in your face, bright as day, but choosing to see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Again, defensive and doing what is best for them ultimately, or what is best for the healing of, the whole situation. So I feel like we are going to find out some connections that we weren't aware of or no one spoke of. And then again, this is alleged. I could be picking up public perception or whatever people find and however they perceive that information. I could be off a little bit. I could be spot on. Take it as it will eventually resonate. It all will come out. And a lot of times, stuff don't be making sense to me, and I'm all over the place. But again, as time has proven, I have been right about what I picked up on. It's not always for me to completely understand. I can only see it from a limited perception because I was not there. And I, feel feelings that are kind of foreign to me because I haven't been in that particular situation personally. So let me make sure there's nothing else that I want to ask. If it's some specific questions you want to ask, put it in the comments. Please do like and subscribe. We are so close to 1K subscribers. So let me think for a second. Will Brian Koberger be found guilty or innocent? Please and thank you. Will Brian Koberger be found innocent or guilty? I feel like this is going to blow our minds when we see this. Like the connections that are going to be made. Hold on. I want to ask this. What is Brian Koberger telling his lawyer? What is Brian Koberger telling his lawyer? Allegedly. What is their defense? What's going on between Brian Koberger and his lawyer? Is there anything he's telling his lawyer that we know or we speculated or just what's going on? What is Brian Koberger telling his lawyer? What's their defense? He's saying he's been set up again. He said he's been set up. Okay. He allegedly don't know what's going on, right? Okay. Now, I again do feel like somebody that wasn't there was called there. We're gonna do a part 2 at some point, y'all. But this has been a long video already, hour and a half. So we'll just start another video in the next day or so. And so some of the things that I've said, okay, so I know that I was all over the place in this reading, right? It's important to remember, although I may be asking about a particular person, I could be picking up true information, but it could be about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So if I say, let me see, what's a good example? Or what have I asked that I can relate this to? If I ask, what was Koberger doing that night? Or how does, how did Bethany feel about the roommates or whatever the case is? Instead, it could be simply telling me that's not where we're focusing at and this is what happened and it was actually this person. And I can mistake it and be like, oh, that energy belongs to this person. So, yeah, forgive me, y'all. Sometimes it's hard to express myself because so many thoughts and feelings going on. So, it's always good to keep in mind there. Okay, again, y'all, I'm just feeling like there was a couple involved, or this was, and or this has something to do with discourse within a relationship where somebody was rejected. There was people enlisted things promised, things didn't go as planned. There was a lot of heated energy here. I do feel like some of it was planned, some of it was improvising. But once we see, because of course, if Ellie or what the defense is saying, well, not the defense, but the prosecution is saying, this is who did it, we know for a fact, da da da, they're only going to stick to that. But since it is Koberger's lawyer's position to defend her client and have to basically come up with what they feel like happened, or I don't know, but she will be bringing up other points that the police may not bring up. So once we delve into that energy, there are going to be a lot of things kind of exposed. Even again, if Bryant Koberger was not involved and he has limited information, if any, about all of this that happened, her investigation will show some seeds and information, right? So that's what I want to say. So earlier when I kept saying that I'm seeing like apprentice, or I feel like I keep feeling like I do see like police energy here. I don't know if they were involved. We'll look at that deeper on another page. Everything I say is alleged, but they keep popping up. And obviously they have something to do with the case they're investigating, right? But I do feel like I see some information here that one of the younger energies that was a police or working with the police in some capacity does have information and or feels a way about what happened. But there is, like I said, when I'm doing these readings, there are also showing me things that were happening outside of the situation that may have some type of connection to the situation. Okay. Nope, that flip back over. Okay, so one last thing I want to ask is by itself, so I can get some clarity, is what is Koberger's defense? What is Koberger's defense to the accusations against him? What are their defense? The main defense is he's being set up, okay? Again, I'm not quite sure what this Eight of Pentacles is. Let's dig into it. Because we know it's work at school. We know he's a teacher. That's something we picked up right away within the first readings. Why is the Eight of Pentacles keep showing up here? Okay, so the main thing I'm getting, and I feel like this has already been said, even by the lawyer and everything, is that based on his profile, he was set up. This is showing this is a long process of picking the right person to set up based off a profile. Lazy police work. Tell me more about that. Yeah, I feel like even if this like romantic energy again is somebody's connection to like higher forces or authority or whatever, like, yeah. But it keeps showing this connection, this relationship is a big part of, or lack thereof is a big part of this whole thing. So that's what I got for you guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll see you next time.